Go slow. Same, it's just a totally different bike.
Okay. So it's a lot faster.
A lot faster.
All right.
Harley Davidson V-Rod Muscle, guys. Let's check this one out. Man, this bike feels so cool. Super cool. It's a beautiful day here in California. The sun's out, I think it's 85 degrees. I'm in South San Francisco. Demo day here at Harley Davidson. Look at all these people that have turned up, people on their bikes. Here's my mate, Drew. He just pulled in on this Softail Deluxe. A lot of people have turned up. People have brought their families, kids. Beautiful day. So I'm taking this V-Rod Muscle for a test ride here, and let's check it out and see what it rides like. The guy told me it's going to be really fast, so let's see how fast it is. Man, this bike's got a lot of power. I can feel it, so I'm just getting acclimatized to the bike. I want to pull over here to show you how cool this bike looks. This is a super cool looking bike, man. So let me first pull over here. I want to get adjusted to the speed, the power of this bike. You can definitely feel it, but let me show you first what it looks like. Let's see what it looks like, because I was impressed by the initial looks. Alright, pull over here, safe spot. Let's see what this thing looks like. Man, look at this good looking bike. Those forks up the front, man, amazing. Look at the spoilers and the mufflers look really, really good. Look at that front end. Beautiful front end. Man, forks, these forks. Look at that lean angle and look how big they are. Those Brembo brakes here, double disc brakes, V-twin engine, 1250 cc's. Man, those discs in the front look just phenomenal. So super big. Biggest brake discs I've ever seen. LED lights here, blinkers, that's pretty cool. Blinker LED lights. Man, good looking bike, just soaking it all in. Fattest rear tire I've ever seen. Rear end looks nice. Yeah, look at this, let's hear the engine sound. Yeah, it definitely sounds different to the others. Definitely higher revving, quicker to rev. Revs much quicker. Yeah, look at this, man. Beautiful bike. The Look at these forks again, man. Look at the front end. This is the biggest, fattest front tire I've seen. Bold bike. Okay, let's get back on. Get back on and ride it. Alright, I'm going to do the DMB test here first, see how agile it is. Yep, I can definitely move it around. It's definitely got more mass than the others. Yeah, I can turn it, but definitely feels a lot more heavier and bigger than the others that I've ridden. Alright, let's get out of here. See what kind of power this thing has. Yeah, it's a cool bike, man. It's a cool bike. Oh yeah, I can feel the power of this thing. Definitely sounds different to the others. It's got a liquid-cooled 60-degree V-twin engine, 12,250 cc's. I think this engine was co-developed with Porsche. So Porsche and Harley Davidson put this engine together. Best of both worlds. So you're getting the best ingenuity from Harley and Porsche, European manufacturer, getting the best of both worlds here in this bike in terms of technology. It's more retro than the others. Just definitely a more retro looking bike, engine wise, and just look wise as well. Man, this thing is so comfortable to ride. The seating position is low, so the short drivers should be able to handle this bike really with no problems at all. Very comfortable, very easy bike to ride. Yeah, I can also feel this engine power. It definitely revs much quicker than the others. And definitely more smoother. This engine is definitely more smooth than the others. The air-cooled engines. But I like the air-cooled engines as well. They have definitely a little bit more character than this one, I think. Now you got the cops here. I think they're probably here to make sure that no one's, hooligan around here. Keep an eye on the test rides, make sure no one's speeding, so I'll just keep an eye out on this. At least I'll try. Alright, let's get back here. Yep, definitely sounds definitely different to the others. If I get this bike, I think I already know that I probably want the engine sound to sound a lot louder than this. So I'm probably going to change the exhaust, put on a custom exhaust. This thing's got a slipper clutch, so I can already feel the transmission and the shifting is a lot smoother than the other bikes that I've ridden. Those didn't have a slipper clutch in, so this shifts a lot smoother and quicker shifting than the other Harleys I've ridden so far. Yeah, it's a cool bike, man. Lots of leg rooms. It's a cruiser style bike, so you're getting definitely that cruiser feeling on this. A kind of a modern interpretation of a cruiser, American style. Definitely more muscle on this, a lot of muscle on this bike. It's a dragster style, right? This is a dragster style. And I think this bike is so big, this front tire is so big, I feel like I'm riding the Batman bike. Ever seen Batman, on the Batman motorcycle? That's what I feel like on this bike. It just feels so big and powerful, like a superhero, right? This bike has just got that Batman motorcycle feel on it. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely high revving engine. You could easily pop a wheelie on this one. Transmission's good, suspension's great, seating position is awesome. Handling is pretty nice here too. Handling is good, but I still think it's you can feel the heaviness of this bike compared to the others. The others, I felt the center of gravity was a little bit more lower and they were a little bit more agile than this. And I'm talking about the Street Bob and the Street Glide and the Softail Deluxe. This one is not as agile as those, but I'm still enjoying this bike. It's definitely got a different spin, a different interpretation of Harley on this one.
For the weight of the
So getting back to my thoughts, so this is a liquid cool engine, right? The others were air cool, and you know, everyone will have their, and so this is definitely smoother than the others. But you know, if I was going to get a Harley, I'd probably want to get an air cooled one, air cooled engine versus a liquid cool, because I think that has more history and more nostalgia associated with it. And it just, to me, it sounds better than this liquid cooled one. You know, some of you folks may like the liquid cool engine, you may like the modern technology, yeah, and you know, that's your individual preference, but I think for me, I'd probably get an air-cooled engine versus a liquid cool. I just think that's got more history and more nostalgia and more kind of that Harley attachment for over a decade than this one. But this is a great bike, I'm enjoying this bike. I've already noticed that this gas tank here is kind of, it's in a kind of a custom, it's really not a gas tank. The real gas tank is underneath the seat, so this is more of like a cosmetic feature just to make it look like a gas tank. So this bike, if I get this bike, I definitely wouldn't be using it for a daily commuting. It's just too big and powerful to ride on a daily basis. I'd probably just use it on a weekend where I want to look super cool. Yeah, weekend riding is what I'd do this bike on, to easy cruises, go to the, you know, wherever I'd want to go with my mates and just look super cool on this bike. This is definitely a chick magnet bike. This has got that, you know, that attractiveness and that beauty. It's a super cool looking feature of it. Okay, I'm gonna head back here to the, here we go, I got more people, a lot of people have rolled in here today. I think we got people from Europe as well that turned up. So it's a good gathering here in California. I've enjoyed this ride. I hope you guys enjoyed this ride as well. Definitely good to get an understanding of the modern interpretation of a Harley, the liquid cool engines. Some of you may like it more than the traditional air cam, you know, air cooled engines. I think I'd probably, now that I've ridden both, nothing against this bike, but I'll probably get a Harley with an air cooled engine. But this has been a great ride, and I've enjoyed this ride. It's a beautiful looking bike. Okay, let me pull this back in here, pull it back in here, and take see what else I can ride today. But I've had fun on this bike. It's a superhero bike, this one.